Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Friday, the 27th of October 2023. We'll be breaking down chart and show the exact zones where price will close above potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Thursday, the daily has been bullish, breaking above the Wednesday daily high. As we can see now, the daily is retracing and more likely will be closing doji bullish. Now we're looking at the weekly time frame. The weekly candle still trading below the weekly high formed last week, and the monthly time frame, the monthly candle still trading just within the monthly resistance formed in May 2023. Now, as we can see, the daily is still ranging really because the daily broke above this high, and now price is retracing and closing weak doji bullish, and probably that's a range only for a time frame. So now to a break down the chart. So zooming in, and what we can see here is we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 1980 200. The most recent 4-hour resistance formed around 1990 100. Dropping down to the hourly time frame, we can adjust the level of support to 1978 700, adjust the level of resistance to 1987 300. Zooming in and dropping down to the 5-minute time frame and the 15-minute time frame, we can adjust the level of resistance to 1987 700. The only thing I don't like on the 30-minute and the 15-minute time frame is this range on those time frames, because on the hourly that looks decent, but then on the 30-minute time frame and the 15-minute time frame, this is some sort of like a range on those time frames. So what I would say here is we could look for potential buys above 1987 700, above this hourly resistance. For potential sells, now ideally is to wait for price to break and close below 1978 700, below this hourly support. And I do know and I do understand that we have this range on the left. So here's the thing. So the anticipation is for price to break and close below this hourly support and to continue bearish. Now, of course, once you are opening a position, you can always manage your risk, and you can pay attention to how price is reacting once price, let's say, tap into this 50-minute support, or this 30-minute support, or this 5-minute support as well. So we might see some sort of a rejection before the continuation to the downside, and this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for targets for buys. Now going back to the daily, and what we can see here is the daily formed a high. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to put a line to where this daily high has been formed around 1993 400. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour resistance around 1990 300. Drop it down to the hourly time frame. Now we have an hourly resistance around 1992 100. Looking at the 5-minute time frame and the 15-minute time frame, those are the same level of resistances as well. So I would say the first target for buys, we can have this 4-hour resistance around 1991 600, targeting this 4-hour resistance. The second target for buys, now we're gonna go back to the weekly, and we're gonna put a line to where the weekly high was formed last week, which this was a daily rejection on Friday last week. So we have a line at 1997 200. Drop it down to the daily. This is a daily rejection from Friday last week. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the hourly, let's have a look on the left. Now we have a 30-minute resistance around 1997 800, 1996 800. I would say the second target for buys could potentially be this previous weekly high. The anticipation is for price to fill this wick around 1997 100. And now to look for potential sells, and going back to the daily. And what we can see here is the first thing we can identify is we have this daily support around 1972 800. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have this 4-hour rejection. So let's have a look on the hourly time frame. So on the hourly time frame, this becomes really messy. Let's have a look on the 5-minute time frame. So now we have a 30-minute support around 1973 200. Looking at the 50-minute time frame, that's the same level of support as well. I would say the first target for sales could potentially be a 1973 200, targeting this 30-minute support. The second target for sales, which also this 30-minute support matches with the daily support formed on Wednesday, week daily support. And the second target for sales, now let's put a line to where this low was formed, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. We have a 4-hour support around 1963 600. Looking at the hourly, this is a rejection. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, I would say the second target for sell, let's have a look on the hourly. we could probably, with the anticipation for volume to continue down, is maybe we could have this 4-hour support formed around 1963,700.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.